You know, when I was a 6-year-old boy, one of my favourite little items was a product called Jammy Dodgers. And, you know, the huge benefit of having these pre-rolled sheets is that you're able just to literally pick it up, just like that. Take your top layer of plastic off. Actually, with this one, I actually just like to take a little bit of flour, and I'm just using Pam's plain flour, and pop the... Hey, look at that. So simple. And the cool thing about this is that it's actually pre-rolled to the right thickness, which is probably around about 3 to 4 mil, and it's nice and smooth, it's nice and silky, I don't have to worry about anything. And Jammy Dodgers are those things that we just... It's almost like a Shrewsbury biscuit. And I'm just cutting it out, and this is how simple it is. Now, popping them in, then I just get my tray that's just lined with some baking paper, Pam's baking paper, and just to pop them up onto... Yeah, so basically we're creating a top and a bottom. Pop these onto here also. So, super simple. So I'm just using actually this is a pastry tube, so it was the right size to just cut out the centre of my little Jammy Dodgers. They are so cool. There we go. That's it, simple as it is. Just line them up so they're nice and round and nice and even. Pop them into the oven to around about 180 degrees for about, you know, this is a secret. How long do you bake it for? Until they're a golden tinge on the outside, not brown all over. So let's say 6 to 7 minutes. Have a look and see how they go. Give them a couple of minutes more. Look, these are my little Jammy Dodgers that have been baked, and you can see, you know, I talked about the fact that I didn't want them golden brown all over. I just wanted a nice tinge. So you can see that little brown tinge just coming around rather than a complete golden brown. They're nice and crisp on the bottom. It's beautiful. Now, Jammy Dodgers, beautiful raspberry jam. We're just using a Pam's raspberry jam. It's a beautiful colour, you know. Part of a Jammy Dodger is to use a good quality jam, and I just love that redness. Now, I'm just stirring it around a little bit so that it's not... I've just basically broken it up. I need to make a little cone, if you like, rather than just use a teaspoon. So I've taken a piece of baking paper and I'm just going to create a little baking paper triangle and create a little cone. And you can ask me and I can spend 35 minutes showing you how to do this, and it is one of those things that practice makes perfect. Okay, so a nice bit of jam that I've just loosened by stirring it around into the bottom of my cone. The secret also to filling these cones is not to fill them right to the top, because when you go to close it, it all comes out that end rather than the narrow end. So only half fill it at the very least, and then you just fold the top over, fold it over, fold it over. And there's no way, other than the bottom, that that's coming out, because there's no way for it to escape out the top. Cut the end off. Simple. The other thing you need, and what I've got here, is some Pam's icing sugar, right? And I'm just going to dust the surface here, through a nice fine sieve. Each one of these little rings have been dusted with nice icing sugar. Now, obviously, you do this before the jam goes on top, because otherwise you wouldn't have a beautiful, nice red dollop. Now, you can see I'm just dollop in the middle. So simple, but actually really quite cool. Look at that. How cool is that? Cool, simple. So there you go, you know, simplicity, Jammy Dodgers, they're going to bring a smile to anybody's face. Simple, simple raspberry jam. And what I love about that sweet pastry is that it's nice and crunchy. You know, it's got bite to it. And then the beautiful little dust of icing sugar on the top just makes it that little bit extra special. They're really good.